Imagine this. You've spent your whole life building something, your legacy, your home. And when you're gone, it just ends up tied up in court. Months of legal limbo, thousands in attorney's fees, and your family stuck dealing with probate instead of at peace. Now, imagine you could avoid all of this with a single document. I'm not referring to a will or a trust. Today, I want to introduce you to the unsung hero of estate planning, the transfer on death deed. When someone dies owning real estate in their own name, the property doesn't just automatically pass to their kids or their spouse when they die. It goes through probate, which is the legal process of transferring assets by filing a will if they had one, or a list of heirs if they did not have one. And probate, it's kind of like standing in the world's slowest DMV while you're also grieving. So in other words, less than ideal. It's public, it's expensive, and it can take months. But the transfer on death deed, any cute? This guy's superpower is skipping probate. A transfer on death deed is a legal document that basically says, when I die, my property goes directly to my named beneficiary. No court, no delay, no drama. It works kind of like naming a beneficiary on your life insurance policy, except this is specifically for your real estate. Here's how it works. Step one, you fill out the transfer on death deed, and some states do supply the document. However, I always recommend hiring an attorney to help prepare it for you to make sure that it's done correctly. And most attorneys will do this for a flat fee, which is usually a fraction of the cost of a will or a trust. All right, step two, this part is crucial. While you are still alive, record the transfer on death deed in the county where the property is located. In step three, you go on living your life. You go on with peace of mind, knowing that when you pass, your named beneficiary will automatically own that property. And that's it. What makes it even better is with a transfer on death deed, you stay in control of the property while you're still alive. Until the day you die, you can sell the house, you can refinance it, you can change the beneficiary if you want to. The transfer on death deed doesn't take any effect until your death. It's like having a will, but specifically for the house and without having to go through probate. Now, some of the most common questions that come up with regards to transfer on death deeds are, will my beneficiary own the home while I'm alive? No, it doesn't take effect until you die. Can they evict me? No, because it does not take effect until you die. And can I change my mind? Absolutely. At any time while you're still alive, you can transfer, or you can revoke that transfer on death deed. You can file another one changing the beneficiary, or you can just go ahead and sell the home. Now, like any estate planning tool, this is not one size fits all. There are some situations where transfer on death deed is not going to work. If you own the property in an entity name, so a trust, an LLC, a corporation, then a transfer on death deed is not going to work for you because those entities can never die. And there are some situations where a transfer on death deed will work, but there's going to be some complications. For example, if you currently co-own the property with another person, or if you're trying to make a minor your beneficiary, which you can do, but there are some new problems that crop up if they are still a minor when they receive the property. And there are some states where transfer on death deeds are not currently recognized. They are recognized in, I think, 30 states, including Virginia. But you'll want to check local laws and check with an estate planning attorney to see if a transfer on death deed is an option for you in your location. Because it's not the perfect instrument and it's not for everyone, but it definitely fits a certain need. And for a lot of people, it's all they really need. So I encourage you to talk to a local estate planning attorney and see if a transfer on death deed is the right tool for you so that you can leave your family peace and not paperwork. Thank you. I think we do actually have time for one or two questions if anyone.
What about the rat?
What was that?
I heard you always recommend your presentations?
All right. Who paid you to ask that? True. I do sometimes do a little rap for fun at the end of a keynote, but I wasn't really planning on doing one. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Here we go.
You got ratified 30 days ago, been jumping through hoops trying to get your loan, sweating the appraisal and inspection of the home and its title. Now it's time to make it your own. So get comfy and stretch out your wrist as I pass the paper over and I give it a twist with a little explanation, yeah, give you the gist. I wanna see you not shaking a fist. To be clear, this is my position. I don't wanna fill your time with just my exposition. Answering your questions is part of the mission, so fire away, you can see that I was born to listen. Get ready to sign your life away. You brought your own pen, cool, blue or black's okay. Here comes the fun part. Jump up and shout, hooray, hallelujah. It's closing day. Signing legal docs may be imposing, but maybe not as bad as you were supposing. A little bit of fun is what I'm proposing, so listen up, here's what you can expect at your closing. A healthy mix of laughter and ahas, genuine big smiles and deep thoughts. Real talk about title defects and deep fraud and lessons learned from past clients' missteps and faux pas. And of course they'll be signing and signing. Just when you think that you're done, there's more signing. But as your wrist starts to cramping up and whining, remember that there's always this silver lining. I'm here to help you understand your mortgage program and warn you all about the latest real estate scams. Opportunities to save and where to find them, and then we'll celebrate with one for the gram. Docs full of industry jargon and legalese got you swinging from the ceiling like a flying trapeze. Well, you do need to worry when you're closing with me, cause I can put it in plain English with the greatest of ease. Now, don't get to thinking that your man is unstable. I'm focused on your signing, not signing a label. Even though I'm ready, willing, and able, you won't ever hear me rapping at the settlement table. Cause at the end of the day, I'm professional, and I'm gonna do the job that's best for y'all, so you can close confident, feeling 10 feet tall. And I realize this is not one size fits all, so I got some jokes to put a smile on your face. Or, if you prefer, I can keep it straight-laced. It's your choice, you should have it your way, because today is your closing day.